Welcome, everybody. This is Mark, aka Christ with Sign, coming to you live with another live stream power from the internet. My gaming rig, I'm here, you're there. Let's get on to it now. Today's video topic is going to be about, are video games really more expensive? Look back at the last 30 years of video gaming, 2600 to now, to now, to now. We're going to look back here, and I know I'm on a website right now. It's called gamesindustry.biz. It was published back around 2022, 3 years ago, but it's still pretty accurate right now. And we're still in the situation with the gaming industry, trying to get an idea, game discussions, 1990, 2000. A lot of places don't have a lot of them are 6 years old, some are 4 years old. This is the closest one I can find that's actually concurrent. Um, but it doesn't mean that this is going to take any. What I'm saying here, don't take this as the true gospel. Okay, don't think, oh my God, Mark is saying this. No, Mark is saying what Mark's going to say. Okay, and that's how it's going to be. And I think what needs to be taken. Okay, so it's on, not pricing. Here it is. It's Game Industry Biz. The person that wrote it is actually published by Sam Niji, Ninaji. He's a contributor, publisher. He says that in general, we like to think that we know much for something that is worth. The discussion is based less on logic and more on emotion. Gut feeling when it comes to video games, we know when a game is under or, in most cases, overpriced. Unfortunately, it passes in this absence into prices value is disrupted by inflation. Kind of how it goes. Inflation has recently become a serious problem, and this is back in 2022. Problem with the real world. No country is immune, and there's real fears of higher interest rates and squeezing demand and cutbacks could spark, and we have cutbacks right now in 2025. A lot of companies now going out of business or going online. This was taken back about 3 years ago. Like I said, it's not a lot of information on this right now because I guess, I guess the game industry, even though it makes billions of dollars a year, it's not a big topic of discussion. Um, Interest in global recession reports, table goods, and blah blah blah. Now I'm gonna go anywhere. Of course, we all know UK inflation rates. McDonald's raised prices 14 years. Amazon Prime increases. This all has happened in the past. Now, video game graph one and graph two. Graph one shows video game software ASP years of release. 1977. I wasn't born yet, but it has the price of games. I was born in '81, so right around ColecoVision, I was born, and the game prices were $39.99. Granted, reasonable price, but you have to understand though, back in the '80s, $40 for a game is like $70, $80 right now. I'm looking at charts right now, and I wish I can show you guys the chart here. I wish I could, but it shows a chart here from cost from Atari 2600, Mattel, television, and ColecoVision, all staying at $39.99, $40. 1985, the NES shows up, $45 for the game. Now, Sega Genesis, $50. Super Nintendo, 60. Atari Jaguar, PlayStation 5, PSX, PlayStation 1, Nintendo 64, Sega Dreamcast, PS2, original Xbox, all $49.99. Xbox 360, 2005, $59.99. So right around the Xbox 360 and PS3, and the Wii was $49.99 because the Wii was just a party device that lived in your house practically. We're seeing the prices fluctuate. We saw you read what I said. I'm looking at them. $39.99 for the Wild Wild West of gaming, and that's back in the '70s and early '80s. Now mid '80s, Nintendo comes in $45. and they have like you can only make games for Nintendo, you can't make for Sega, and you're allowed only 5 games a year. So a lot of companies made out of a lot of century companies, and those like Konami made 3 other companies to produce more games. That's why ColecoVision. That's why a lot of game companies did that. Capcom did it too as well. They created more sub companies uh, to make more games because only 5 per year is not a whole lot for a game developer. Like Activision, for example, they went to PC and didn't really go back to consoles at all until later on. But that was how Nintendo was back in the day. Now, the Wii U, 59, Xbox One, PS4, 59, Switch, 59. Only recently, 2020, 5 years ago, or in this case, 2 years ago, we went up to 69.99. So we're seeing a flux, and I know you guys can't see this, and I'm sorry you guys can't see it, and it sucks you guys can't. But it's a good chart. It's actually on GameIndustry.biz. Features News Academy, and then it has right there. It shows everything you need to see. Graph 2 shows release prices, but adjusted for 2022 prices, equivalent using inflation calculator. And these prices here are going to be, inflated for the calculator. Okay, let's say you bought a Atari 2600 back in 1977 using 2022's inflation. It costs you for the video game software $195. Mattel Television, $163. ColecoVision, $122. NES, $123. $119 for Sega Genesis. Super Nintendo, $136. Atari Jaguar, $102. $97 PlayStation X, $64, $94. Dreamcast, $89. PS2, 86, 83, 90 for 360. Original Xbox, 83, 91 for 360. PS3, 88. Wii U, 73, 77 for the Wii U. Wii, 73. 360 Xbox, 76. Switch, 77, 72. And PSX, the Xbox X Series and PlayStation 5 is sitting at $80.13. It means that the 1977 2060 game would retail at equivalent just under $200. Time progress prices falls. Really terms and games would for the Xbox One $9 back in 2013. Today would be sold at $76. If game publishers follow the inflation pressure, even $69 games would release back in 2020 would today be priced at $80.18. Now probably around $90 now. If game prices kept at the constant price with inflation, that is a 14% increase. This means roughly average price of new video games increased prices in absolute terms. They would get cheaper over the years. Relevant terms between 1977 and 2020. The average retail price of games declined by 2% every year. And that's right now. I read that chart for you. Graph 3 shows two prices. The absolute and the relative are shown side by side. Okay, and this is relative to what side? This is the release ASP in 2022. You see the prices are different from what they originally released at to 2022. Atari would be about $200. Mattel would be about 100 over 150. It goes all the way down to about I think 70, about 60, $70 for the Xbox X Series and PS5. And outside shows, games, and then outside accommodations, every single supply price increases every day. Products and services sold. The price of Xbox Series PS5 games, AAA games, today would retail for $69. Let us assume that based upon the calculations that these prices meet the best operating cost, make money for the publishers and its optimal price for the fans. Let us assume that $69.99 is the most effective price selling for games and for fun. Let's look backwards at how much it would have been in past. Graph forward to say $69 game today has felt like back in the past. Okay. Once again, what a ASP would 2022 game would cost felt like in the past. 1977, $342. 1979, $285. 82, $214. 85, 192, 167, 158, 143, 136. In 1995, 136. So going down 132, down 2020, we're at $80.13. So by looking at this chart, what Nintendo is doing is following the graph that came out back about 3 years ago. You guys can go out there right now and look at this right now. It's literally, I'm looking at it right now. Physical full track uh, games, maybe game sales data by Belgium-based video game market retail research. This is all different stuff here, and it shows Nintendo Switch, Xbox sales declining down a little bit. Obviously, euros are different than the U.S. currency, so I'm not going to get into that. UK, of course, UK um, stuff here. So it would have partners with so still feel expensive, even though you're more affordable because since the value that they afford. Once games sold for $60, now they sold for 70. Abruptly, same game, either graphical or same gameplay terms. It also does not help the fact that social media puts pressure on gamers to buy games day one. Video game publishers are also posting record profits. Most of them come with additional DLC or microtransactions. Expansion to free to play games may be paying for anything fuel high. It would be brave if publishers went and increase MSRP $69 for new games, and Xbox and PlayStation would say it happened, especially inflation, especially high a year from now. It would be safer bet for publishers to increase prices for games with launch of new consoles as opposed to mid-life cycle price increases. But given what's happening today, nothing is certain anymore. It will end the article. This is right here. I'm going to say it one more time. It would be best for publishers to increase prices with a launch of a new console, the Nintendo Switch 2, uh, as opposed to midlife cycle price increases. Guys, this article here came out back in 2022, and it's pretty much telling us what's going on right now. This article literally is right here. I'm gonna try to. I can't highlight it for some reason. It won't let me highlight it. It's probably. But yeah, I'm gonna try to highlight it for you if I can. Um, it's called Games Industry Biz. It's literally Games Industry Biz, and you'll see it if you get to it. And it came out in 2022, 3 years ago, and it's showing everything from the last 30 years. And it's showing the prices of games, AAA games, $69 for games now, and right now the Switch 2 right now is coming out in June, and we're safe to say they're not going to increase prices. Why? Why just read to you, and you can go read it yourself. It's Games Industry Biz. You can watch it, you can read, you can watch it, read it yourself. I don't think there's any videos on here showing what's going on with this. I don't think there is. No, no videos. But there's zero comments, of course, because not a lot of people don't care about that stuff. But guys, girls, gamers out there, I just showed you what is going on out there. The screen's not getting blurry in this focus like it's supposed to. I just showed you what's going on out there, and and it needs to be addressed. Tremendously. Need to be addressed tremendously, and it's not getting addressed, and no one is really taking it seriously. And I think that the biggest problem is the fact that we're crying about this now, but this has been going on since 1977. Game prices started right around the NES era going up. Hell, I was 4 years old when the price went to $50. So to say that the game prices haven't been happening that long is silly. Dreamcast guy, RG2A5 can cry all they want. Angry Joe can cry too. Everybody can cry about the Nintendo Switch. $80. But we're seeing now that game prices are going to be going up. And this came out, the article Game Industry Biz came out in 2022 talking about this stuff. And we are 2025 and it's happening. Like I said before in my previous video earlier, games, the gaming games, gaming is not a poor man's hobby. We saw this. If this stuff came out back in 1977, it would cost you almost $400 to buy the stuff you wanted to buy today. You can blame inflation, you can blame Trump, you can blame Biden, you can blame Obama, you can blame Bush, Clinton. We don't blame for it, but it doesn't matter. We're the ones who have paid for it. We're all past the blame game now. So what are you going to do? Are you going to keep supporting it? You keep putting down $500 every console? You're going to be breaking over your wallet every time they raise the price of something? You know what? I'm done. And you're going to just walk away from it. Just walk away. Because eventually, the ones who are not standing are the ones who are not demanding anymore. If you're not willing to fight for something, leave and don't come back. Because right now, this is a war that's been going on since 1977 that nobody really understands why. But I understand, but by reading gamers, industrial, gaming industry biz, understanding what it means now. It means there is the game industry has been making tons of money. And it said it in the article I read that it's been making tons of money since 1977. But we're sitting there now, 30 plus years later, 40 years later, whining about it. Like, oh my God, $20 games is too much. Guys, I was tapping out at $59 a game. When Halo 3 cost me $59, I almost flipped at Electronic Boutique employee. But I bought it because I wanted the game, so I bought it. I bought 360 Arcade and I bought a 120 gigabyte hard drive. And I could have bought the Elite, but I didn't because I didn't have any more. So, whatever. But no, I love the purchase. It's a great game. I loved it to death. But the same thing applies. How much value are we getting out of games nowadays? I played Spider-Man 2 and the game locked up again. I mean, it just froze. Random freezes on a single player game. Am I mad about the game? Yeah, it sucks. But I'm also mad at the fact that I'm out, I bought it for $60 or $50. I'm a little mad I bought it and I bought it brand new day one, $60, just at $70. But I wanted the game because it's a good game. I want to play Spider-Man 2. So I'm willing to make sacrifices. And now on Steam when I get Christmas every year, so I'm kind of set on that. But it's just, I understand a lot of people may not have my advantage, or my privilege, you want to call it, of having that, of getting Steam money every Christmas. Some of you might get Xbox money every year, and you buy our PlayStation money, and you buy these games brand new. So we have a privilege doing that. But a lot of people out there, a lot more people don't have that privilege. Maybe they had to sell the farm and had to sell the house and move into an apartment because they can't afford it anymore. So I get it. But gaming, guys, is never going to be a cheap person's hobby. Gaming is always going to be expensive. It will be expensive. It is expensive, and that's just the way it is. And we have to accept it. I read to you gamers gamesindustry.biz. It's literally what it says. Games, GAMES, industry, INDUSTRY dot biz. And it came out in 2022, but it's still a really good article that kind of displays what's going on right now and what's going to go on into the future of the gaming industry. So we have to understand this, folks, that the game industry, guys, ain't going to change because we freak out and get mad. The game industry, gives two shits. The game industry gives two shits if we can afford it or not. Then we'll go find somebody else to buy something from them. We're not special, folks. We're like any other consumer out there. Just our industry has awesome explosions, like movie industry, but ours not totally gone woke yet. And it has good explosions, great stories, and chaos, and you play the hero and stuff, and you save the day. We actually have an outlet for our aggression or whatever. We can go play a game when we're not feeling great, or our life's giving us hell, and we beat the game. It says you're awesome. You're like, you know what? I am awesome. That is what gaming is supposed to be: a release, an escape. But we're fighting over a game for 80, $90. Guys, this is gonna happen no matter what we want to or not. Okay, we're gonna have to accept this. If you don't accept it, then leave. Sell your Xbox, PlayStation, PS, whatever, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switches, sell your game rig, and go, I don't know, and go buy a phone or something and play a phone game. You care, a phone game is expensive too. So I mean, guys, everything we do is going to be expensive. Like I said before, having fun costs money. When I go to Dave and Buster's, or I go up to casinos once in a while, it costs a lot of money to have fun. I go in there for free, but they want to see when I'm going to a casino, they want to see a specimen of of my money going into the machines, and I'm hoping to get some of that back, and it doesn't always work, but that's how I do fun. I'm older, and I can go in a place like that because Dave and Buster's put the kids running around going crazy, and I'm gonna snap one of these days. But I just keep bumping into me. I'm gonna snap. Uh, but it's how I am. When you get older, you do things that you do, and gaming is what every age does. Back in the '80s, I remember when I was a kid in 88, 89, in Newport News, going to a side note here, going to an arcade place, seeing businessmen there, high school people in there, kids my age, little scrubs my age in there playing arcade games. It ain't just a kid thing anymore. The average gamer is 45 to 50 years old. That's my generation. Technically, my generation of gamers. I am part of the gaming generation. And you are too if you play games like I do and watch videos about games and watch gaming history or G4 icons and game history and all these great things you can watch. And Dreamcast guy, RG285, Angry Joe, and you watch all this stuff. Alpha Mega Sin. You watch half this stuff and you're considered a gamer or interested in gaming because you have to be to watch us creators talk about stuff like this. Because I ain't pulling this stuff out of my ass. I just read an article came out 3 years ago that's pretty much telling the foretell signs what's going to happen, this year and next year. And now I went back in time without using the crystal ball or Nostradamus and figured out, hey, game prices are going to go up eventually because Switch 2 is coming out, and no, they're going to push games forward, and people will buy it because that's just the way we are. Fanboys will buy it because did they buy anything Nintendo, PlayStation, or Sony, and PlayStation or Xbox. PC Masters people are buying $3,000 graphics cards, so it only costs $1,200 max. Explain that one to me. People are out there spending tons of money on things that they shouldn't spend on. But you know what? I spent $1,700 for a $1,500 rig because I had it built during COVID. You know what? I had the money saved up. It's my cash. Like it's your cash. You do what you want with it. Now I got my car fixed. They got my brakes done, so I have a little extra money left over. I got to pay back some debts here in a few weeks. Once I'm done with the debts, I know I'm good to go. So it just, we all have, that time. We have to sit there and think, okay, is gaming really going to be affordable for me in the future? That's why Game Pass Ultimate and PlayStation Plus are selling so well now, because Xbox knows that the people want to play Call of Duty are going to pay it. You buy on Steam, or you play it on the app, or you play it on the Xbox. Or you're going to buy Call of Duty. And when they put all the Call of Duties on Game Pass Ultimate, I'll be playing the hell out of Call of Duty 2. It's a great game. I play on 360. Loved it to death. First Call of Duty I played outside of Call of Duty 1. There is no Call of Duty. It was a great game to play. It was fun. So me personally, streaming services to me are just like long-term renting commitments. What now? We don't own licenses anymore, and everything's becoming a short-term or long-term commitment. A renter commitment. So the game industry, guys, has changed a lot. Yes, yes, in the last 30, 40 years. But we changed also with it. We want the explosion, the graphical fidelity. You want the ray tracing when fish move out of the way and you see your shadow walking there, see your image in the water, on a water puddle in Battlefield 5. No, we want to see that ray tracing. We want to see the ray tracing in Resident Evil 3. We want all this stuff. This stuff costs money, folks, to make. It ain't cheap. So games are going to be the ones that are going to subsidize the cost. The game industry taught me one thing, and I've been in games since 2000, the way after its lifespan ended. I played like I was a little scrub. I couldn't go to my brother's sister to the carnival because I was a little scrub back then in the early '80s. So little scrubs, the sign said in the carnival, no scrubs allowed. Pretty much. For for me anyway, though. So I was playing ET games like that. I know how bad they were. I know now, but but back then that was the game industry. That's what we that's what I know how we rolled back then. So we didn't know any better back then. And technology, I know because technology guys dictates games. Game software always dictates hardware. If hardware can be an Xbox X Series more powerful than the PS5, but yet the game console had a bad taste in people's mouth because the Xbox One still had bad taste in people's mouth, it ain't gonna sell. And that's why the Xbox One has not sold yet and will not sell. That's the way it is, folks. If you don't like it, guess what? Too bad. That's how it goes in the world of the gaming. Software always dictates hardware, and if Nintendo Switch finds a way to survive, you know what? God bless them, because they need to survive. They need to survive a little bit longer and do something. Try something new. Figure something out. Be that entity that that bucks the system. But I don't think that game prices are going to be $100, and they could be. But right now, we should enjoy what we have. Enjoy what we have. Enjoy what we're playing. friends playing with next door, or across the country or across the ocean, and enjoy our time with them. Because one day, folks, man, our family and friends are going to disappear. They're going to die, pass away, move on. We want to call it, and we're going to be only have memories. Like another side note story that no one kid had a racing game was called, and an original Xbox. Him and his father used to play all the time. And he fought out of cancer, and every once in a while he'll play against his father. His father was a pace car, and if he wins, he erases that stamp of his father. So he always lets his father win every time. And he said in the video, said, "I'll see you later, Dad." And he turned off the Xbox. Then he waits next time to play again. So these guys are more than just games or memories for a lot of us. I have a lot of friends that passed away over the years. That I know I go into my Xbox, check my friends list, and I see them. I just like shake my head and just, man, what could have been if they're still here today? Died different reasons, or they gave up on Xbox, or whatever reason, or they moved on completely. And we lost touch. Not always they died, they just moved on, lost touch with them. But like, what are they doing? What are they doing now? Are they here or whatever? And so we have to understand it's a lot more than just the game price. It's the memories that we'll be having with people. And I understand game prices are not cheap. Trust me. I dream for Steam sales, and I love them when they show up. 'Cause I buy 2 or 3 games at a time. So maybe it's a good thing we have sales like that. Nintendo Switch, they better do some deals. Because if not, they're gonna have a hard time telling people to spend $90 on a game that's been out for 4 years. Like Super Smash Bros. Has been out for almost 7 years, and I bought the game for $40 or $34 because it finally went on sale after 7 years or 8 years, or how long it's been out. Probably less than that, about 7 years. So I digress, guys. In my video, thanks for watching my video, guys. I do appreciate my new subscribers. I hit a new milestone today. I hit a great milestone. Uh, I hit a great milestone today, and I really appreciate it. I want to talk about real quick here, if I get a chance here. Talk about it real fast with you guys here. I am at 193 subscribers. And you know what, guys? And I love you all. Um, on my channel here, I'm subscribing channel. I expanded 7 new subscribers since last 28 days. 31.2 watch hours, over 1,000 views. My top video is being switched to Heat from RGB85 right now. Second one is review of a GameStop wired RGB headset for PC. Did that one about maybe a year ago. And have a lot of videos here, guys, of my opinions. You can watch. I appreciate you guys. My content is pretty cool. I have a lot of people browsing me, YouTube searches, external, have a lot of Google searches, discord.com, Discord, YouTube search, PC versus console, GameStop, stock, and that kind of stuff, search videos, a lot of videos here, and 11%. So I have a lot of stuff here, guys, that I talk about. And my audience is awesome, which had new. I wish I can see who has subscribed to my channel here. Give a shout out if I could, but I can't seem to find where that's at. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Taking you guys time away. Sorry. Sorry, I can take you guys is taking you guys' time away. Let's see here. But it's really cool to see you guys here and really understand just how awesome it is to have you guys show me a lot of respect and stuff, and just give me a lot of chances to go out there and do a lot of stuff here. And but on some shout outs here though, some people here though. um Brian Cooper 3651, thank you for commenting my video. Cringe Lord 216, thank you for commenting my video. uh the Pews 1511, interesting name. Coop Stain 1728, a Nukem Nintendo, Super Nintendo 207067, Ray Apezai, so Mario, um, Lincoln TV. Um, thank you guys for and ladies for um, and Dakota. I think her name is Dakota. I think her name is Dakota. Yeah, Dakota. How did I even get here? And how did y'all get here? Um, uh, Ed Giff. Um, Corey Korak 7061. And Blink 3601. Thank you guys for commenting on my videos and being subscribed to my channel. If I missed you, I'm not trying to say anything. I missed you guys because I can't read every last one of you guys. But for boxing, Kill 100, and all you guys who've been there since day one, I appreciate all of you a lot. You guys have helped me a lot. And special gift here though for you guys. I'm gonna mention this. When I hit 200, subscribers, I'm gonna give away a Game Pass Ultimate card 1 month. It hasn't been used yet. It hasn't been used at all. It's been paid for. When I hit 200, I will have a special video for it. I have a certain saying that I'll say, and whoever wants it can say that saying that I come up with, but only when I get to 200. Then whoever wants to I pick will get it, and I'll message you. I'll ask you to message me on Facebook and or Xbox or Steam. Probably Xbox or Steam or Facebook. Do something like that. And because 200 is a big milestone for me. I've been around 2013, and I've been hauling ass on this, and it's all because of you guys sharing my videos, watching my videos. Yes, sarcastic comments, negative, positive, doesn't matter. It helps me out. A lot of you guys want me to go back to the gym, and I'm actually going back to the gym. I'm actually working. I'm getting tested on my thyroid anyway to see what's going on. I mean, I am over 40, so maybe it's a little, the engine's slowing down a little bit, probably. You know how it goes. So I do appreciate you guys' feedback. Yeah, I might say it's negative or not. But yeah, when I hit 200 guys, I'll do something. Not right away, but I'll do something quick as I can. And somebody will win an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate card 1 month on me. I already bought them already because I was going to do it at 150. I think I'll wait 200 because that's a good one to do. Um, Now, it may not be right away. It might take a few days, after a few weeks, whatever. I want to compile stuff, do stuff to make sure that everybody gets a chance. Um, and all I ask you guys to do is, if if when I do it, if you're an Xbox gamer, I'll put your Xbox gamer tag in the comments once I do make that video, and so I know who to highlight and who to go to when I make a decision. I'll just pick somebody randomly. It could be anybody. That's one thing I'm doing right there. And if I hit 500, do something special too as well. But like I said, I'm doing this periodically to kind of my heart, because a lot of you guys have Game Pass Ultimate, like I do. I have about 2 years of it, so I can't use it anymore anyway. I'm like, go ahead and give one away for somebody who might need it, or you might want to try it out. Me, you have a gaming rig, or you have a gaming rig, or you just bought an Xbox, you want to try out some Game Pass Ultimate or whatever, or have an extension of it. Maybe you can use it at a later date. That's cool for you. Um, Um, that right there is awesome. So, like I said, guys, I hope the codes work, because it's been sitting there for a while. I bought it a while ago, so we'll figure it out. But like I said, though, I appreciate you guys watching the videos. I do things special like this because I think everybody does when they hit a milestone. YouTubers do something special. That's my 200 milestone, my 200 subscribe. I'll pick at somebody random. Like I said, all I ask you guys to do, if you have a game page, if you have Xbox, you have an Xbox app or an Xbox gamer tag, to put it in the comment section. I want to make 200 episode, and I'll go from there. Now I have PlayStation One, and there'll be PlayStation people on here. Um, I know people have Steam too as well, so I haven't really done anything. I'm gonna do Xbox first and just see how that goes. Maybe 500, do something different, maybe, or maybe do it one time. And that's it. I don't know. Like I said, guys, I don't do this all the time, so I appreciate you guys watching my videos and being there and helping me out and giving me encouragement. So least I can do is reward somebody with, hey, kick your lucky day. If you want an Xbox game Ultimate, you might actually get it. You may not have an Xbox, and you might have a friend that does. You know, so like I said, guys, I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Be blessed.